Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alyssa and I am on a journey to pay off over $200,000 in student loan debt. I am using the Budget by Paycheck Workbook by the Budget Mom, and we will be closing out the first half of November budget. I know that I am excited for November, I'm excited for the rest of the year, and I'm really proud of myself and what I've done this far. So let's close out November. And so this is the budget I pretty much set up at the beginning of the month. As I go through and save for different sinking funds, I do put the exact amount in because I have a terrible memory and I just want to make sure that I remember exactly what I do, because I basically make a bulk transaction. So all these stars are an electronic transaction. I add it all together and I put that into my high yield savings account. I use Ally. I absolutely love it and I'm so thrilled that I made that choice and transition over there. But with the month of November, so the first half of November at least, I'm gonna open up my expense tracker here where all of my money came and went out of my budget. So this is what I'll use to close out. I've used the highlighter method that the Budget Mom uses, and these are my budget categories here on the side. I'm about 3 highlighters short, but it's fine. I don't really use these categories that much anyhow. And so to close out the budget, we obviously need to start with the income. So my paycheck, I have a sales roll was $16.51 I budgeted for, and that is accurate. I'm gonna leave off the cents just because it's a lot easier. So $16.51, and then side hustle money, it was $339. We calculated that together on the budget setup, so I do know that's exactly how much was used. But then this is where it gets tricky. So I had budgeted to use $120, but I used a lot more than that. So I ended up using, if we go to the sinking funds, $240 for the total amount of sinking funds or savings used. And that was a combination of my friend Sarah's birthday. So that was the original $120 that I had used. But then we ended up going to Costco, my roommates and I. That'll come up in the grocery budget. But I used the $70 I had in that sinking fund. And then to sort of cover like part of the Costco, and then I knew I was gonna be short this month just in terms of money as I was going through. I ended up pulling $50 from my 4th of July budget. So now that is actually zero, but it's fine. The 4th of July is so far away and I'll just save the $100 I had planned for. But this was to ensure I didn't have to use my credit card. So that's where the $240 of savings came in. And then for the rollover, it looks like we did have $23 that we rolled over for the first half of November. So if I grab my calculator, if we total up the income, it was $16.51 plus $339 plus $240 plus $23 gives us $2,253 of total income for the first half of November. Now, moving to the expenses. So these are the more or less fixed expenses. Some of it varies, like utilities. We're gonna have to calculate how much utilities were. So my total for rent and utilities for the month was $470.55. So I put $400 towards my rent. So that means the $70 was towards the utilities. And then life insurance, these are all exactly how they came out. And then I also have renter's insurance, which I'm actually realizing did not come out of my budget. I wonder if I was supposed to pay that on my own. I need to double check that actually and make sure I add it to my second half of November budget. And then the Acorn, so this is included in the investing category. However, I have an automatic transaction every week on Thursday of $20 that gets automatically invested into my Acorns account. And then the investments down here is for the roundups that I do. So that's varied. This one is supposed to be predictable. However, I believe only one $20 transaction came out, and that was the same thing that happened in October too. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. And then therapy was $25. So if we add that all up together, 400 plus 70 plus 22 plus 37 plus 20 plus 25 gives us $574. And if we subtract that by the $2,253 of total income, we should get $1,679. All right, and then bringing the $1,679 down to variable expenses, I am a cashless spender, so I do not pull money out every 2 weeks when I get paid for my variable expenses. I always say this, I live in a big city and I don't feel comfortable carrying around this much cash. I do definitely see the benefits of being a cash spender, and you can really track it in real time. It's harder to give cash over to pay for something, but it's just not how I operate. But if you operate that way, that is amazing. I love that for you. So the grocery budget, because I went to Costco, which was about $74, the grocery ended up being about $204. So I was still over in general, and I'm glad I had the $70 of Costco sinking funds to pay for that. And then for the eating out budget, let's see, we're at $92. Wow, so we were actually under budget. You guys, I did it. I was under budget for the eating out. That is probably the first time in many, many weeks, maybe months. That's super, super exciting. Oh, okay, I'm really proud of myself there. Gas, let's round up. So $44 for gas. And then investments, what I had calculated on the expense tracker is going to be minus this $20. So it's about $21 for investments. And then fun and entertainment, let's make sure there wasn't anything up here we need to subtract. Nope. So fun and entertainment, $105. We were actually way over for fun and entertainment. Holiday was my friend's birthday, so $150, let's round up, $156. So I was almost on par for that, $6 over. That's totally fine. I'm not really gonna worry about that. Self-care, I believe it was actually just the nails that I got done. The therapy is also self-care, so 73 minus 25 should give us the $48 for self-care. Miscellaneous, I was over budget. It was $31. I bought something from a girl on Instagram, and I paid $30. And then I had a transaction of $1 to USPS to make sure my address was updated. And then travel, vacay, and pets was all 0. So we're just gonna write 0 and 0. So if we add this all up for variable expenses, we've got $204 for grocery, $92 for eating out, $44, $21, $105, plus $156, plus $48, plus $31, gives us $701. And then if we subtract the $701 by the $1,679, so minus $1,679, gives us $978. And if we bring that up here, I'll be honest, I already know I'm gonna be off because I think I missed a transaction somewhere, but I do know I ended these 2 weeks with $0 in my bank account. I double, triple checked everything. But anyhow, let's keep going on here. For the, what are these? These sinking funds, let's just add up what I put. The only thing I didn't add to was the Christmas travel, and that's because I'm actually gonna go to my grandparents in Portland, so it's just a 3-hour drive. I already have, I think $150 saved, which is actually perfect for gas. It's only gonna take me, it's a half a tank there and back. So it's about $50, and then food on the way. I'll actually be driving my sister, so we'll have the Christmas travel there, but that's about it. So I don't need to put actually any more towards Christmas travel this year. But we did do a savings challenge, so 120, Christmas 50, and then we put 50 towards the MacBook, 50 towards a future vacation. My pet deductible, which is held also in my Ally savings account, the deductible is $250, and with that $15, I have surpassed that number, which is great. And then plus student loan of $100, plus a house $49, car maintenance and insurance $100, and then $35 gives us $569, which is exactly what I had calculated minus the $50 for Christmas travel. So if we take that minus the $978 that we had budgeted for gives us $409 supposedly left over here. And then if we go down to the Discover card, if we bring this all here, we had $200 that was put towards Discover. Let me actually double check that. I don't want to get my numbers incorrect. For debt, we had Bank of America $100 and Discover as $200. So that is correct, which should give us $300 and left over with $109. And then I did make an extra savings transfer to the house, and it looks like I made 2 separate ones. So that's excluding the house from up here. This was all extra savings. So that's a total of $45 that I put towards the house, which is great. But I didn't put anything extra towards my student loan. And then if we calculate 109 minus 45, it leaves us with $64 sort of unaccounted for. But like always, you guys, for some reason, my numbers never add up. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I think it's happened once, and I am determined for the second half of November to zero it out and make it make sense. So I'm hoping that that happens. At least I'm not in the negative. That's great. There's just something very likely in my variable expenses, because if you guys ever notice, I do a really bad job of writing the ending balance on here. I just kind of write the expenses and then whatever numbers in my bank account at that time, but it's not exactly accurate. So I'm definitely missing something somewhere. It's fine, is what it is, and it's just gonna be what it is. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know how your, I guess, first 2 weeks of November went. I'm really proud of myself that I saved $569 plus these $45. So over $600 I put towards savings, which feels so good. I love seeing the number in my Ally account increase. It just like makes me so happy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.